All right, let's look at the homework 6, problem number 17. All right, so we have this given f of x, and we want to find the derivative and find the value of x where tangent line is horizontal. All right, so let's do that. All right, so let's take the derivative. So we're going to look at this as a product of the two things. Here you have x cubed here, and then we have a quantity x minus 10 to the 7th power. All right, so since it's a product, so we're going to use a product rule. All right, so f prime of x is equal to, all right, derivative of the first guy is 3x squared, and times the second guy, so we have x minus 10 raised to the 7th power. So I'm just copying that, and plus, and then first guy, just copy that, so x cubed. Then multiply by derivative of the second guy. So I'm going to put the 7 in front and keep the same quantity, x minus 10, and then subtract the 1 from the power. So that's going to be raise it to the 6th power. And then multiply by derivative inside. So, but the derivative of x minus 10 is actually 1. So multiply by 1 doesn't do anything. So I'm not going to even write that. So this is it. All right. Then next thing is we need to simplify this a little bit. All right. So try to pull out as many common factors as possible. All right. So it looks like there is x squared here. So x squared. And they're actually x cubed. So I'm going to actually just circle this to indicate that there's another extra x sitting there. All right, so I'm going to pull out x squared. All right. And another thing we can pull out is quantity x minus 10 to the 6th power. The first term has actually 7 of those. So again, I'm going to circle this power just to indicate that we have another x minus 10 sitting there. All right. So we have quantity, let's use the blue here. All right. Then we have x minus 10 raised to the 6th power. All right, then after that, we just have to kind of collect the leftover terms. All right, so we have, let's say, 3 distributed to x. So we get 3x. All right, then 3 is distributed to negative 10. So it's going to be negative 30. All right, then we have, there's a 7 and distribute to this leftover x there. So that's just going to be 7x. So plus 7x. All right, then we're going to compute that. And you can see that here, if you compute this, so we can put the 3x and the 7x together. So we end up with 10x. And then you have a minus 30. All right. And luckily, these guys have both 10. So I'm going to actually pull out 10. Then you have x minus 3. All right. So f prime of x is going to be, all right, so let's make sure that we cover everything. So there's a 10 there. So I put 10. All right, then we have x squared. So we got that. So put x squared. And then we have quantity x minus 10 to the 6th power. All right, so I'm going to write that x minus 10 to the 6th power. And the last factor is x minus 3. So that's sitting right there. All right, so this is the f prime of x. All right, so let's type this guy in and see what happens. All right, so it came out to be, let's see if I can type it. All right, Oh, I can't type this. Hold on a sec. All right, so it was 10 x squared, and then you have x minus 10 raised to the 6th power. Then we have x minus 3. All right, so let's check the answer. All right, how we got that? All right, the next part is select the correct choice below if necessary, fill in. Okay, so tangent line is horizontal. All right, what does that mean? All right, so remember that the tangent line, the slope of the tangent line can be found by looking at the derivative. All right, so but the tangent line is horizontal. All right, this indicates that horizontal means it's a flat, so slope is going to be 0, which means that derivative is going to be equal to 0, right? So all you really have to do is take the f prime of x, which is 10 x squared, x minus 10 to the 6th power, and then quantity x minus 3. We set that equal to 0 because we want the derivative to be 0. Right? So from here, we can solve for x. Right? So we can make x equal 0. Right? Right? Or we can make x minus 10 equal to 0, which means that the x is 10. Or we can make x minus 3 equal to 0, which means that the x is equal to 3. So x value would be 0, 3, and 10. All right, so let's type it in. So we have, let's see, type it in. All right, so we found the x equals 0, x equals to 3, and also 10. All right, so let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.